Hey everyone. If your plastic resin pricing feels a little bit harder to explain thus far in 2026, you're definitely not alone. I'm Michael Workman. This is Resin Market Moves brought to you by Resin Smart. Today is February 8th, 2026. This year thus far, we're certainly not seeing at broad strokes demand led recovery. In the resin world, plastics, we are seeing prices move up, and that is really due to supplier discipline taking hold, volatility in the feedstocks that are prevalent in the polymer market, and specific contract mechanisms that are driving outcomes for particular large suppliers. The biggest risk this year continues to be reacting to narratives or noise instead of the signals that are always related to the fundamentals in one form or fashion. In that regard, let's start with polyethylene. We did see PE prices settle up 5 cents a pound in the month of January without meaningful demand recovery. And again, we saw those prices firm up with reduction in operating rates on the producer side, a tighter inventory control, and a force majeure that was announced by INEOS affecting the pipe and film markets. That risk is what's driving it. And we did see ethylene costs settle down slightly. So this is a structural move in the polyethylene market. In polypropylene, we continue to keep our eyes on PGP, polymer grade propylene. The demand is still soft, but we are seeing the market firm up due to tightening of PGP. And that was, what we had mentioned was going to happen. If you paid attention to us in quarter four, we were predicting that this was going to be coming and that we were at the bottom. We've seen 3 to 4 cents in the market and could see another 3 to 5 more here as February moves forward. In polystyrene, benzene is one of the key feedstocks that we're monitoring and is tracking up, which is applying real cost pressure to the polystyrene market. But with demand being so soft, it's capping any upside in price there. And in ABS and polycarbonate, we've seen stable prices, but the feedstock costs that are rising are starting to become important to that end. We've seen a couple folks out there with price increases. A similar situation to in the nylon market, suppliers testing increases ahead of this, the fundamentals increasing it on the raw material side. The most buyer friendly market in plastics continues to be PET. We are seeing very favorable prices there right now, and get it while you can, because quarter two that'll start to change. We've been talking a lot about medical device and manufacturing show. Still got just getting back from Anaheim last week, and the main message again was these firms can't change materials with all the regulatory, with all the friction and the lack of momentum into getting qualified leverage. So pricing surprises can really catch those folks off guard. And a lot of those folks are being asked to deliver cost savings, hard savings this year as part of their, getting even more competitive in their spaces. And so benchmarking exercises are continue to be the right first move for that market. And if you're in that space, let us know how we can help. So in closing, this year, it's all about discipline and clarity. And luckily here at the Resin Smart team, we're here to help you provide both. I hope everybody has a great week. Stay safe out there. And I guess let's see what happens in this Super Bowl. My prediction, I think the Seahawks are going to take it. Yeah, let's say 26-21. All right. Have a great week, everybody.